Welcome to Platform Expos. I'm Paul Woodford, and tonight I'm in Hull. Now, the Humber region is known for its global industry, its unique history, and of course the talent that is born here. But in 2013, if you're a talented indie games developer, or you'd like to be, or if you need talent to bring your project to life, then Platform Expos is where you need to be. I'm joined by Louis, who is a computer games consultant, and it would have been a lot easier to get where you have with something like Platform Expos, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think to have a resource like Platform Expo readily available to me in the region that I was growing my business in would have really helped me kind of accelerate the growth, and I would have been able to kind of set up and start going in a much shorter space of time than I did. And it's really nice to see people pushing initiatives like this, because I know that there will be businesses who are in the position that mine was in and will actually benefit from having such a great resource on their doorsteps in the local region.
And the key is how soon they're actually pushing this in people's development, isn't it? They're going in as early as GCSE level, I think, into schools, which is, it's based around the 3 E's, the first one being education. They are going into schools and colleges and introducing the concept quite early on.
Well, yeah, absolutely. And I think it's very important that they're doing that, because for me, one of the things that was never made clear to me at school was that to pursue a career in games industry is to actually pursue a career in success. Kind of in the modern world, computer games are a big part of our kind of lives now. I don't think I know anybody who doesn't play computer games. And it's really nice to see kind of people in government and people in other local businesses in the area understanding that, you know, this is an industry is here to stay, and, you know, people have got to start investing in it to see it really grow in the area. And the fact that they're going in with school children is great, because it starts to sow the seeds in children's head from an early age. You know, you can do this. There's no barriers to do this other than your own kind of commitment to it. And it's great to see school children who I know will be inspired like I was inspired by media that I saw. I know that it's great to see that people are now going to be coming into people's classrooms and telling them you need to start thinking about this as a possible career, because it fits right in with your generation. It's a very new industry, and I think it'll appeal to a lot of people, and it's nice to see someone kind of pushing that initiative.
And it's credible as well. That's the thing, isn't it? The fact that you can take the computer games industry as a credible route to employment now, right from an early age.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, in today's kind of modern media market, it's as credible as, you know, wanting to be a film producer or a film director. And it's interesting to see the shift in culture between kind of, you know, someone who played computer games in the 80s would have been regarded as a bit of a nerd who perhaps was in his basement. Now it's a massive multi-billion-dollar industry, and everybody's affected by it. It's interesting to see the kind of the shift in public opinion towards people who make computer games, and you become kind of the new celebrity directors and the new, you know, you see game studios who set up now and very quickly earn a lot of very quickly earn a kind of a great name for themselves. They're being recognised by people in other media. You see things on the news about it. You know, you read things in newspapers about people who run game studios, and it's nice to see that it's finally actually matured as an industry and become part of kind of modern life.
And that culture actually working through Platform Expos means that people can get together in an environment, in a forum, if you like, that they can all actually expand on their own knowledge, can't they? And they can actually work with each other and play as hard as they work as well, because it is about enjoying what you do, this industry, isn't it?
Yes. Well, I mean, absolutely. Networking is incredibly important in this industry, and one of the things I find hardest when I kind of try and set up ventures and projects is finding the people with the right kind of skills and the right kind of talents, and knowing that there's going to be a kind of a central nexus in the area where people are going to come, and I know I'm going to be able to go there and meet people who have skills that are similar to mine, or skills that are completely different to mine that I might need to be getting into my business. It's really great to see that, you know, there's going to be that kind of initiative in place, helping me do that and helping new businesses do that as well.
And of course, entertainment is the second of the 3 E's of Platform Expo. And behind us here is something that I think you're taking down to the next Platform Expo event, aren't you?
Yeah, I think we'll be demoing that there.
It's about bringing the computer games to life, isn't it? And actually showing people at these events that it's all about an entertainment industry, and it's about looking at it as a career, but actually looking at it the way they always looked at it, that it's a computer game, and the skills that they got very early on from playing computer games are important.
Yeah, and I think it's very nice to, you know, Platform Expo, the actual expo itself will be a celebration of this form of entertainment that we all enjoy. It touches a lot of people today. it's a mainstream form of media. It'll be great to kind of have that celebration of the media that we're all part of. I love computer games. I'm in computer games industry because I'm addicted to them, and I want to be professionally addicted to them from now on. And it'll be nice to get so many people together who share a common, such a strong common interest in the field, and kind of show them the things that I've been making. Here's my game that was produced out of my love of computer games. I want to know what you think of it, and I think that Platform Expo itself will be a great forum for that.
Now, we were talking earlier about your transformation from somebody who played computer games to somebody that then started a business actually developing computer games. It's a process, isn't it? And Platform Expo almost follows that process with their 3 E's. They've got the education, they've got the entertainment side of it with the forums, with the events, and they've also got the employment side of it, which of course is the most important, because we've got a dollar sign on the wall behind me. At the end of the day, it's all about making money, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's called the computer games industry. It's an industry. It's a business. When you're working here, at the end of the day, people need to realise that this goes beyond a bit of fun. You can actually make yourself a very serious living and a serious amount of money out of doing this, which for me is great, because I really enjoy what I do. I enjoy making computer games, and I'm blessed with the fact that it can now, the society's advanced to the point where this can be my job. And I think the more people we can get that message across to, the better. People who understand that, I think particularly people who don't think they have very good prospects because they've never been made aware of the skills or the talents that they had. People who are unemployed, people who are out of education. It'll be really nice to see them kind of made aware through events such as Platform Expo and kind of all the little events that Platform Expos are organising over the year, as well as the main event, that there's a whole industry here that they can possibly tap into and build themselves jobs and careers out of nothing, really. And it's important for me to kind of push that to people who might think that there's no hope for them in employment, because anybody with the right drive and the right resources around them can build themselves a future. And I think that Platform Expo is really going to help people be aware of that.
That's it. One of the key things about Platform Expo is opportunity. And you don't need to start from an awfully big base, do you, to generate income from this industry, to start somewhere?
No, absolutely. I started my first professional games project when I was 14 out of my bedroom at home. And, I've grown into this office space where I have people who work with me. And, I didn't require any big investment. I didn't have to go and talk to bankers. I didn't take out any loans. I don't have any debt for it. It's kind of the wonder of it being a very modern industry is that it's entirely, you can base it entirely on the internet. And, the only resource you really need is a computer to get started. And, everybody has a computer these days. So, why aren't people getting started? People who, are thinking they need to do something with their lives, they should at least try this. Because everybody can, there's an opportunity for everybody to have some place in the industry, and if they work hard enough to do so, I absolutely believe that anybody who wants to work in this industry can.
Absolutely. And location, of course, is key. You're not from the Humber region, but you came here for a reason, and so has Platform Expo. Tell us about why you came to the Humber region.
Well, I was initially drawn to the Humber region because of the University of Hull, and they have a skill set accredited Master of Science Games Programming course, which is actually one of the best games programming courses in the world. And it's one of, I think, only three or four universities in the UK which are accredited to teach computer games. And this course has been constructed with collaboration from very many big industry names such as EA Games, Sony have been involved, Criterion.
I saw Nintendo in there.
Yeah, there's a few. We get to play with some toys that people don't usually get to, which is very cool. Actually, the connections of the university really help with that aspect. And so I came here to learn, the skills that I knew I would need to move into the industry. And I thought, nowhere better to do it than here because of its reputation, its prestige.
And of course, Platform Expos has got a link up in Doha. There's a very big industry out there as well, an emerging market as well. So there are tie-ups and opportunities right across the globe from right here in the Humber region because of Platform Expos.
Well, absolutely. A lot of the things that a lot of my friends in the industry talk about is how to push into the kind of the Asian and the more eastern regions, and definitely having that connection with that region already in place with the Platform Expo is definitely something that intrigues me, and I'll be exploring.
I like the fact that you can start somewhere in this industry with a hobby, with a vision, and you can go somewhere, and the worst that can happen is that you're not that good at it. You can't fall too far, can you?
No, there really is nothing to lose. You can start this as a hobby, you can have a go. It might be the same as if you tried to start skateboarding and you weren't very good. Okay, you might not end up being the next Tony Hawks, but you might. And, you'll never know unless you try it. And it doesn't cost you anything to try. It doesn't cost you anything to start and just, you can get tools such as Unity Game Engine. You can get that for free on the internet. You can download it onto your computer. You can start making games day one. There's a load of great resources you can find out on the internet for people to start making games from scratch on their own. and you can really kind of just go from there. Really, there's nothing that you can lose apart from a bit of your time, which you might have spent playing video games anyway. So what if you turned all of that time that you spend playing video games anyway into trying to make some of your own? You might find you have a wonderful jewel of success within you that just needs to be kind of unlocked and exposed.
And you've got absolutely nothing to lose by getting involved with Platform Expos. So if you'd like to know more about what we'll be doing over the coming months, we'll be producing a series of video news releases. You can also go to the website platformexpos.com, or you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. I'll see you there.